Happy Thursday, everybody! Thank you for tuning in to this week's session of RISA Live. My name is Gabby. I am an applications engineer here at RISA, and today I have the pleasure of showing off our newest addition to the RISA family, which is RISA Calc. So before I begin, I just wanted to mention that our chat box is live. Feel free to drop any questions you may have over on the right-hand side, and my colleague Ben will be able to help you out. So a little bit about RISA Live. I'm very excited to share this with you guys. I have been working with the team here to develop this, and this is actually our first web-based application. And the main purpose of RISA Calc was mostly for component design. So what that means is you have a single element. Right now we have beams and columns, and you can load up your member and perform the analysis and see the results. We do have multiple materials here. We have hot rolled steel, cold formed steel, concrete, wood, aluminum, and stainless steel. You can select all of the codes that we have here. We have some historical codes as well as some foreign codes like the Canadian codes. So when you're setting up your model, you can set all the information up and get started. So to show you a little bit more about this interface, let me just share a little bit here. This top bar is our project banner. Essentially, you can set up your project name. Since this is web-based, you do have the ability to share these projects with anyone inside of your company, so you can collaborate across multiple offices around the world, anything you would like to do. And once you get inside of a project, you can set up all of your components here on the left-hand side. Right now, we just have beams and columns, but as we start to add more components, you'll see them listed here below. Inside of the beams, right now I have a few components here, but together let's create one. I'll just show you how to set one up. So if I hit this plus sign, I can create a new beam. Right away I can start to type. Here, let's do a W16 by 26. This is just a name. You can call it whatever you would like. You can also delete the components from the left-hand side. Notice the name also shows up here in my main view, as well as the code that I had selected right now. Right now I have AISC 15th edition LRFD. Then over here on the right-hand side, we have all of our input parameters. Starting with the properties, we also have the length control and the boundary conditions. Then we have some design parameters, as well as the loads and load combinations. To get started, let's go ahead and open up the properties section. Right now we're working with hot rolled steel, so you can choose which shape type you would like here. We have some graphics where you can select different shape types. Now within this particular shape type, if you open the dropdown, you can see all the available shapes which we pull straight from the codes. Currently I can also type into here just to filter out these shapes and look for the one that I want to perform analysis on. Right now let's do a W16 by 26. And furthermore, this information button shows you all the properties of that particular shape. Once more, we are taking the geometric properties and calculating the section properties, which this information can be found in the steel code as well. Next, you can set up your material. Right now, I'll stick with an A992, as well as the rotation of your member. For this particular member, you can see the dimension of the member here shown on the screen at 10 feet. Right now, if I set that up, I can say, let's make it a 20-foot span instead, and I can keep these boundary conditions how they are. We have a pin, roller, and fixed boundary condition, as well as a free boundary condition if you wanted to add a little bit of a cantilever on the side there. But for now, we could just stay with our pin here, and I can start to add some loads into this model. Adding loads is very easy. From the right-hand side, we just have our plus button. I can add a point load, let's say 1.6 kips. You can choose your direction, and you notice that my direction changes right on screen as I specify the direction I want. And then I can also select the category that I would like. Currently, we have dead load, live load, earthquake load, some other ones that you can choose from. And then, of course, you can set up your location. If I choose my location right now, let's say I want 4 feet, you can see that the image here on screen, your graphic, promptly updates live right as you are entering the parameters on the right-hand side. So if I click out and I'm looking at my beam, I see I have a load here at 4 feet in, and then I can click on this and notice that I can change this location here just by clicking on it and selecting it there. So I can keep adding some loads. just like that, all the way across. Maybe here to 14 feet, and I can see my loads show up here. And now if I want to add, let's say, a distributed load, I can add my live load here by first entering the magnitude and then selecting my category here as live load. Notice I can switch my percentage from feet to percentage, and then this also changes on screen. So if I wanted to reduce this percentage, I could just drop it down. And if I wanted to switch that back, it does that conversion automatically. But for now, let's keep it at 100. So this is full length. And sometimes if you have a lot of loads, you may find it difficult to see on screen. So we do have the options here on top to choose which load categories you want to display. Right now you can see my dead loads here and then also my live loads. So this ability to view specific load categories and load combinations really helps me see what loads are being applied to my beam, and I can double check that I've correctly applied all the loads into my model. Finally, we just want to set up our load combinations. So right now we show and display load combinations based on your selection. You can choose which region you are working with, as well as which code and year you would like. Currently I have self-weight turned on, and since I'm doing LRFD, I will just toggle off my ASD, so I only have strength load combinations. Just like that, we're filtered here, and these load combinations are also based on the loads you've applied. So if you watch here, if I change this, let's say to a wind load, my load combinations automatically update based on the categories that I've applied into my model. Now, once we are ready to solve the project, I can just drag up my detail report and the model will solve. Right now for the detail report, we are looking at some of the properties. We have all of our input parameters that we entered that you saw on the right-hand side, as well as the shape and design properties. Each of these sections is expandable and collapsible. So as you're viewing these on your screen, you can sort of take a look at which sections you want to show, load combinations, diagrams and reactions, calculations. Now this part is my favorite part. We recently, as a company, we worked really hard to get these expanded detail reports for you guys. So as engineers, finding the capacities and calculations can just be a little bit cumbersome. So we've paved the way to make it a little bit easier for you. Putting all that work, what we're doing under the hood, we're laying that out so you can see exactly how we are calculating the capacities. All the equations and reference numbers are included as well. So if I go ahead and collapse everything, I can see this particular member is at 46% for my max bending check. That's passing. And you can also see right at the top our code check here of 46%, and that's fine. So it's very easy to create, load, and analyze your model. Then when you're ready, you just want to print this out for your calculation package. You just hit the download button here to generate the PDF. And just like that, we are ready to go. Beautiful RisaCalc logo right in the middle, your name, your information, and all of the values and input and output so that you can include it in your calc package. So just to demonstrate a little bit more about what you can see on screen here, we have our collapsible and expandable detail report here at the bottom. But right on screen, we also have several other tools which can help you take a look at the forces in your member. Right now we have our shear and moment diagrams. So as you roll your mouse along the diagrams, you can see the values for the moment and the location where the value is being analyzed. We also have our deflection diagram and reactions. So all of these are able to be toggled right on screen. And if I wanted to isolate some of the viewing, it's very easy. You can just remove, maybe I don't want to see code check, I don't want to see my loads, I just want to see maybe my moment and reactions. That's fine. You can show all of these. So everything that we have right on screen is for the purpose of helping to demonstrate and show you the values that we've calculated. If we look at some other components here, you can see I created a column ahead of time. We have different types of loads that you click on the load in the main screen, and that particular section will open on the right pane, and this allows you to view and edit and modify these values very easily and quickly. Similarly, if I want to click on my span, I'm brought to this section. Clicking on these values will essentially just take me to that particular section so I can quickly modify and see my member here. And then we're also looking at some concrete members. We do have concrete analysis available here. And with the concrete analysis comes our rebar design. So the rebar design is very nice. We allow you to set up some of your rebar parameters in terms of your minimum and maximum flexural bars, your shear reinforcement, and your cover as well. All of these parameters you can specify inside of our right pane, and then when you look at the results, you will see the reinforcement that the program has calculated for you. So just a quick demonstration of different materials that we have, different loading configurations. You can see toggling between the different components is quick, and this whole project is shareable with everybody in your company. So you can work on something, and let's say you're leaving for the day or going on vacation, your coworker can just pick right up where you left off, or maybe make modifications to the model. So everybody has this collaborative capability. And with that, essentially all of the new features here, we've just added RisaCalc is a brand new product. It's our latest product. And if you are interested in purchasing this product and taking a look, feel free to contact our sales team by calling 1-800-332-RISA. That's 1-800-332-7472. Our next release coming up will actually include steel joists. So I'm very excited for that. And our development team is also working on steel and concrete composite beams. So if any of those components interest you, feel free to send us an email to support@risa.com, and I would be happy to add you to that mailing list. That way, as soon as we have those components available, you can come take a look. Well, thank you all for joining me today. And if you like what you see here, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. We go live every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Catch you next week.